It's Sunday, December 22nd, 2024. Thanks for joining me today. The weather's done a big change. The last few days, 85 degrees, 80 degrees. We were out at the range yesterday, 77, sunny, and now we might have a little rain out here in the mountains. It's definitely cooled down, but it's refreshing. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I want to go to this first article today. By the way, having a nice latte, made it myself, saving money. Nice vanilla latte on a nice chilly day today. And I get to sit here and talk with all of you and share some of this data with all of you. Get your thoughts and your opinions. Please comment down below. Economiccollapse.com. 11 signs that the slow motion collapse of the U.S. economy is far more advanced than most people think. And there are still people out there questioning, where's the collapse? When this slow motion collapse is happening daily, and it's been happening for years. 35% of Americans say they will spend less this Christmas. 49% of parents say that they're going to go into debt this Christmas spending on their kids. Number two, job openings, the lowest since January 2021. Three, manufacturing numbers dismal and continue to decline. We're not making much here in America. Four, because of rising mortgage rates, the average home buyer has lost $33,200 in purchasing power in just 6 weeks. Five, almost 1/3 of households spend more than 95% of their disposable income on necessities such as housing costs, groceries, and utility bills. Basically, they can't save up anything after they pay their bills. There's nothing left, and so they're falling behind, and they're not prepared for an emergency. Six, 23.4% experience an inability to cover their entire energy bill last year. This is unbelievable. This is millions of people who could not even make their utility bills. Seven, Lending Tree survey found 34.3% of Americans curbed their spending on necessary things in order to cover utility bills. Eight, demand at food banks skyrockets. Well, we know that firsthand because Enrique and I hit the food banks every once in a while out here, and it is absolutely amazing how many hours and how long these lines are for people. You get in a line of 200 or 300 cars, and that line barely moves. My heart goes out to those people. It's really, really sad that we have so many people now dependent on the system for food. Nine, retailers closing all over the country. Party City, one of the latest casualties. 10, Big Lots, another indicator of how bad the economy is. 11, 7,000 retailers, more than 7,000 retailers have closed by November of 2024 this year. Over 7,000 retailers have closed. Really, really sad. And yet there are people out there that go, what collapse? You've been talking about this collapse for 3 years, 4 years. What collapse? I don't know what these people do. I don't know where they live. But maybe they're ultra wealthy. Maybe their businesses aren't affected. Maybe they go to the grocery store and they go to a magic grocery store where prices haven't gone up, steak hasn't gone up, chicken hasn't gone up, fish hasn't gone up. Maybe they go to the magic gas station where fuel prices haven't gone up from 4 years ago. Maybe their health insurance hasn't gone up. Maybe their auto insurance hasn't gone up. Maybe their standard of living is doing just fine. And I'm sure there's people out there that just don't notice any of this, but you're living in a bubble if you don't notice what's happening. Personal finance guru Dave Ramsey warns over mind-blowing Christmas debt. It says here the average American, this is on Fox Business, will spend more than $2,000 this holiday season in travel, parties, food, clothing, and other gifts. 49% of parents are going to go into debt to pay for Christmas presents for their kids. Bad decision. Do not do this. Your kids will survive. They will get over it. People going into debt buying Christmas presents that people don't even want. How much, what was it, $10.6 billion will go to wasted Christmas gifts that people don't even want. It's really, really sad that we're so conditioned with these holidays that we must spend and spend and spend and buy stuff and buy stuff. And the corporations just get so wealthy off of this. The corporatocracy that we live in now. Protect yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. Don't fall for the gimmick. If you can't afford to do this, do not do it. Big Lots corporate layoffs to affect 555, including CEO. This is this is going to be thousands of employees with Big Lots, but 555 CEOs. These are not part-time jobs. These are not minimum wage jobs. These are well-paying jobs right here. And you think about these people having mortgages, car payments, families. How do you replace a good job? Say you're making $75, $85, $100,000 a year. You think it's easy to replace a job like that? I don't think it is. Is it easy to replace a job making $75,000 to $100,000 a year? You know it's not easy. Shifting gears here a little bit. As the economy collapses, so does our society. Prank TikToker busted after filming himself spraying Walmart produce with poison. Very, very disturbing. I watched this video this morning. This gentleman was arrested. I'm not even going to say gentleman, this piece of garbage was arrested, and he's facing multiple charges. Just another degenerate human being in America walking around jeopardizing your health, your safety, your lives. Charles Smith is the TikToker who wanted more views, wanted to be more famous. And so he filmed himself to put on social media, spraying bed bug and flea killer on fruits and vegetables at Walmart and rotisserie chickens at Walmart. Do you know how dangerous this is? I mean, he took a can of bug spray for bed bugs and a flea killer and sprayed it all over this exposed fruit and vegetables and rotisserie chickens, all over the bags. People could have really got sick. Somebody could have lost their lives. This is poison. This is literally just spraying poison. You think about the pesticides that are already on these fruits and vegetables. Now you're spraying bed bug pesticides and flea killer. Unbelievable. They should prosecute this guy to the fullest extent. So dangerous. People just don't care about human life. They don't care if you get sick. They don't care if you die. They want views on social media. This is very, very disturbing. There was a time growing up where you just never ever thought of hurting somebody, putting somebody in the hospital, or God forbid, somebody losing their life and being responsible for that. People had compassion, empathy, respect for human life. These people don't. These people are losers. And it's really, really sickening. Economiccollapse.com. 17 military bases adjacent to Chinese-owned farmland have been swarmed by mystery drones, and this phenomenon goes back for at least a year. So this stuff has been going on for a while, and I will ask the question again. Comment down below on any of this. But do you think that we should be selling farmland to any country, let alone China? Drones flying all over, weather balloons flying over. I mean, we are really putting our national security in jeopardy allowing this to happen. Would China allow America to come in and just buy hundreds of thousands of acres of land in China? Absolutely not. And we're getting reports of orbs now floating around, all kind of objects, more drones. It just goes on and on and on. There's no answers. So comment down below on any of this. Have you seen, I'm going to ask of you this, have you seen any of these orbs or any of these drones? If you have, please comment down below. Let us know what you're seeing, what you think it is. We were just talking yesterday about the previous attack that took place in Germany. I was not aware of this last night. Killeen Mall shooting, 5 injured as police chase suspect drives into mall and then loses his life to police. So this loser drove a pickup truck through the doors of a JCPenney's and then proceeded to drive through the mall, running people over. Luckily, police were able to take him. He is now deceased. But you are not safe anywhere. Here people are Christmas shopping, and some lowlife on a high-speed pursuit from police drives through the doors of a JCPenney's through the mall, injuring 5 people, maybe more. No respect for human life whatsoever. And we're getting more data, more news, updates on what happened in Germany. This looks very nefarious. This looks very intentional. More will be coming out on it. I don't think that this had anything to do in Texas, except this guy was just a complete lowlife. Here's another one from Texas. Texas Lyft driver says rider slashed his throat, attempted to choke him, and stole his car. This is another brutal attack in Texas. The driver was an immigrant from Turkey, just trying to make a living, going to work, paying the bills, got his throat cut, and then the individual, the suspect, took a piece of wire and wrapped that around his throat, tried to choke him, and then drove off with his Camry, stole his car. So this gentleman, the Lyft driver, is in the hospital recovering. He will recover. But, you know, my heart goes out to anybody, wherever you're from. You just hear trying to make a living, doing the right thing, and then some lowlife who can't go out and make a living does something like this to seems to me like a good person. Really unfortunate. And here's another one. And I'm bringing these stories up because you must be careful when you're out in public. You must be paying attention. You must have situational awareness. Horrific video shows suspect watching a woman burn to death in F-train car after he allegedly set her on fire. I was watching some of the video of this. This is unbelievable. Subway murders, New York, up 60% this year. This demonic entity, whatever you want to call this, lit a sleeping passenger on fire and just watched her burn. Suspect shows the suspect sitting on a bench. Police show up and they tell everybody to get back, move back, clear the area. And this guy just puts his hoodie up and wanders off and walks away. And he's walking the streets right now in New York. Later on that evening, a 69-year-old man, Sunday morning, stabbed a person in the chest and another person in the face. So isn't it wonderful taking the subway in New York? It's unbelievable what people have to deal with just to, you know, go to work, taking the subway, transportation. There's no police, there's no help. And if you do something, you're the criminal. You'll be the one fighting for your life in court. You'll be bankrupted, they'll take your house, and you'll go to jail. Unbelievable. Please comment down below on any of this. But, you know, we went out, we trained a little bit yesterday. And I just want to reinforce with everybody, when you're out, especially in the holidays, these big crowds, exercise situational awareness. Be careful. If you're legally able to carry those tools, make sure that you're proficient in carrying those tools. But do not take anything for granted. We are living in a much different world today. This is no doubt spiritual warfare. There is so much evil plaguing the planet, and it's right in front of our eyes. So be careful out there. And really, really be paying attention to what's going on, because it's going to get worse. It is going to get worse. I've never seen so many evil, demonic, demented people walking around on the streets of America as I do now. So be extremely careful. As I said earlier, please comment down below on any of this stuff. If you're seeing the drones, let us know what you're seeing, where they're at, and what you think that this is. And you know, we'll continue to follow things. We'll see what happens this week with the markets, what's happening in the economy. Are you going to spend more this Christmas? Will you spend less? What are your thoughts for 2025? Is the economy going to get better? Will it flatline? Will we see a collapse? Will we see a market collapse? There's so much stuff up in the air right now. Nobody has a crystal ball, but please comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. We're all reading this stuff. We all want to know what you're thinking. The comment sections are just incredible. A lot of knowledge there. So let us all know your thoughts. Have a wonderful day. Be safe out there. God bless. Pray for America. Take care.